Okie dokie. So, we got another cute outfit today. It's this cute little jumper, which I am channeling my inner Willow from, like, season 1 and 2. So, yeah. Pretty cute. I've had this for a while, but, like, I don't know how it's gonna look on camera, you know? Because, obviously, you guys can only see here up, you know? So, we're gonna try it out today. Hello, Flaming Being. Hi, how you doing? And today we're watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 4, Episode 18. I'm very excited to get back into Buffy. Obviously, the last 2 episodes that I've watched are from Angel. And yeah, Buffy, the last couple episodes have been fucking insane. Obviously, the most recent Buffy episode I watched was the one with Johnny or Jonathan and, like, all of that stuff. It was a fun time. And I did like how it kind of had like a thing going on with, like, you know, Riley and Buffy and, like, how they're, like, resolving all their issues after the whole Faith situation. But speaking of Faith, we had 2 huge episodes about Faith and Buffy, and, like, they switched their bodies and all this stuff. So I'm curious to see how, like, what's next, you know? Because, oh my god, we still have Adam. I keep forgetting him. He is still a thing. Maybe they're gonna continue on with that, obviously, because, like, I feel like most of the time when they talk to, like, Giles and stuff, Giles is just so set on getting Adam. So maybe we're gonna continue with that. Maybe we get more Faith stuff. Faith is on, like, a train or something the last time we saw her, so she could be anywhere. So, lots of possibilities in this episode. I'm just gonna keep it open in my mind because there's a lot of stuff that I think are cool options for the way that the rest of the season's gonna go. And I'm curious to see which one they pick. I'm so excited! Oh my god! And especially just, like, with Riley and, like, the initiative and all that stuff, I'm still excited to see if we get more of that. And also, last episode, we got so much Anya, and, like, I have been lacking in Anya content, honestly, recently. So, like, last episode just reminded me how amazing Anya's character is, and now I need more of her. So, come on, Anya, tell me more about the world that doesn't have any shrimp. Come on. So yeah, I don't have a whole lot else I need to say before we watch this episode, because I'm so excited. So, let's just get into it. Okay, Buffy. We're getting right into it. Oh my god, is that right? Let's get into it.
You get Fang, I'll get horny. I mean...
Buffy. And I mean, I think Faith was telling you about that, you know?
Vampire demon tag team. Who says we can't all get along?
Don't recall ever seeing that before.
It never
What
happened.
is this camera?
So, I guess we should tell them about this.
So Faith did have a point.
I mean, it's possible.
As soon as possible.
Please, why are they like this? But also, many people have pointed out that in this season, whenever Buffy isn't herself, like in that one episode when like she was, like, in love with Spike, and then last episode, she always has, like, curly hair, or, like, she has, like, a look, and it kind of is like the one that she has in the beginning of this episode. So, what's happening? I just love this beginning so much. I know I've said it like 50 times, but it's so good. Where is it? This is one of the dorms? Okay, music. Okay. What you up to, buddy? Oh, is he going to go tell the initiative before Giles? About the vamp and demon thing? Or is he working with the initiative anymore? I don't think he is. Is Adam gonna be there? Just be like, peekaboo, hey. Yo, I'm getting the chills. Chill out. What's gonna be behind him? Now we got a oh.
Big part of your
I thought this was gonna be like a creepy
fun.
ice cream,
Why
but
don't you wanna
this
go?
is cute. I love him.
Probably be too busy flirting with every other girl at the party to even notice you.
So, you don't think I'm desirable enough to be flirted with? Is that it?
Oh
I'm
my
just
god.
not gonna
Yeah.
Why didn't we have sex last night?
Is that what this is about? We've gone other nights without sex.
I know. Twice.
Please.
I can't believe we're breaking up.
Drinking.
You've obviously grown tired of me. I mean, I've seen it happen to thousands of women over
We
the centuries.
jump
I just
into
never thought it would
conclusions
happen
today.
me. I don't understand. I'm pretty, I'm young. I mean, why didn't you take advantage of me? Is something wrong with your body? Wrinkled man on TV talking about erectile dysfunction?
Whoa, hey! All systems go here. No function problem, okay?
God.
You want sex? Let's have sex.
Please.
Right
not in the
here.
ice cream
Hot, sweaty.
truck. Please.
There's always been great discord between them. And yet you say that the vampire went extraordinarily on.
Oh my god.
Not what? Who?
Adam.
Think about it. Who better to bring
Oh,
together
right.
a bunch of...
So he's bridging the gap between the races. Huh, like Martin Luther King.
Please.
Squad know as well. They're patrolling. We'll have a reserve unit out during the party.
Okay, so
Party?
he is still
Tomorrow night,
like
we're having
working
a
with
thing.
them.
It's a meeting of.
Can they
grown-ups.
chill
I
out?
couldn't-
Don't you have a class?
Yeah, in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, but I have that thing.
Right, that...
I'm sensing a theme happening in this episode.
Just get the
Where is
first
this
stick, it's
going?
freezing.
You gotta be kidding me. When did these two come up for air?
Okie dokie. Bro, what's happening? Oh my god. Oh my god. Spike, chill. You guys.
You're kidding.
Tara, I
Patrol.
love her. I love her so much. Oh my-
Yeah.
What if
Tell me
with
about
Spike interest
A year and a half ago, I could have...
You take the killing for granted. Like,
are they
I wish I'd
having
appreciated
a heart to heart about killing people?
Stopped and
Complicated.
I really do
Terrible
love
thing,
how
though,
Spike
this.
just
been
gets
there myself.
different things out of people. I love it.
First there's the love and sex, and there's nothing left but the vengeance. That's how it works.
Okay. Maybe miss a few steps, but alright.
And I'll stay true. Like a project.
I'm just saying. They said Drew's name. They said Drew's name. Is she coming back? Put it into the universe. Drew is coming back. Please.
You can go-
I mean, they mentioned Drew.
The thing
Come
that we're afraid
on.
to teach
Is what you are.
Wow.
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Walls at... Okay. Okay,
Hey,
Xander.
can we...
Window shopping. Chill out.
That essay, right. Here. I'll catch you guys in
They
a
are
minute.
so unamused. They're just like, bruh, really?
I'm the
Right
one who
here.
got a D in covert ops.
What is that? God. Oh, God.
Really big ponies. You should ride with me sometime. I guarantee safety
Is
and
Tara a horse girl? Please.
fun. Don't touch me. That's just disgusting. Tara, what's the matter?
What the fuck?
I don't know.
I know this isn't Tara. This is probably the
Are
house,
you
but
feeling
what is
okay?
happening?
We have to work our way through some stuff. It doesn't mean that we rebound with the evil undead. And what have we been doing with them anyway?
Didn't have sex, if that's what you mean. That's all I do now, not have sex.
You're overreacting.
Anya!
We had a fight. I'm having fun already.
Me too! Woohoo!
This is such a weird thing because, like, some of the relationships that we have on the show are being broken, but some of them are going to, like, the extreme.
Hey, buddy.
Like with Riley and Buffy. Oh, okay, Toki.
I didn't... I'm sorry.
It's so weird because it's, like, only, like, some people that we've seen.
I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm bad.
What? What? Was that a ghost? Yo, what?
Buffy!
Yo. The director did not come to play in this episode. Holy shit. Oh, another earthquake? Okay. Spike.
Well, this party's starting to liven up after all.
Anya, okay, come
So
on.
are there like multiple things going on?
And I'm not the first choice for heroics.
Okay.
And Buffy's tried to kill me more than once. And I don't fancy a single one of you at all. But actually, all that sounds pretty convincing.
Oh my
I
god.
wonder if Asian House is open.
Xander, let's get out of here.
He talked
You wanna
himself
bail?
out of
Fine.
helping them.
There, he was going to the espresso pump.
Right, he told us not to come. He needed some grown-up time.
No one knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man. No one knows what it's like to be
Sure.
Let's fucking go, Giles!
lonely.
Now I remember why I used to have such
My
a crush on
love
him.
is vengeance.
Please.
Well, he is pretty good.
That's never.
What is happening? I love this episode. Holy shit! Are they growing inside a tree?
You're too far away from me.
I'm right here.
You have to keep touching me.
When you called Buffy and Riley,
I treated them as I would my own flesh and blood. Gave them hugs and praise when they were good and
Okay.
punished them when they were dirty.
Not them. So
we're
good.
as children.
You didn't mean muddy dirty.
My kids didn't think I knew, but I did. I'd removed the temptation to admire themselves. They were better for it.
What about the bathtub? Something happened there.
I performed baptisms on the most unclean, those who were tainted with impure thought and deed. You choose to pass judgment on me?
Well, someone ought to. You traumatized and abused these children. Furthermore, what you did has now manifested itself as a malevolent presence which threatens still more lives. You have a great deal to answer for.
You smell sin? Well, let me tell you something, lady. She who smelt it dealt it. It's like what you said, but faster.
One ran right through me.
Not a ghost, an apparition. I believe we're dealing with a kind of poltergeist, a whole cluster of them, in fact, born out of intense adolescent emotion and sexual energy.
You know, acts of nakedness around the clock lately. Maybe they set something free. Like a big burst in poltergasm.
Yes. And now the poltergeists are drawing more and more energy. Buffy and Riley are powering this whole thing.
Okay, they're the battery in the boot factory. This is what happens when the battery's drained.
Are they gonna smash to death? Please!
Never stop touching me.
I'm sorry, but this whole situation is a lot.
How will we know when it works?
Oh, okay.
Release your past. And, get over it.
Xander!
Oh my god.
Shut up! Press crybabies!
Oh my god.
Xander, don't you knock?
Please. They have no
Can't believe
idea.
it really happened.
And if Riley and I hadn't gotten so wrapped up in each other, none of this would have happened.
True. Feel shame.
My girlfriend, mistress of the learning plateau.
I had no control over myself at all.
Must have been horrible.
She's like, well.
Yeah, horrible.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm just really curious what this episode was called, so give me a second. It was called Where the Wild Things, which I love that title. But it has a 6.6 rating? I was really about to say this was one of my top, like, 5 episodes of season 4. Like, this is an episode that I just really enjoyed it. I mean, I guess the topic isn't for everyone, so I guess, like, I understand, but, like, it was just so well done. Like, I see the vision, and they did it fucking perfectly, you know? Oh my god, okay, so let's just talk about this fucking episode. And I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna, like, go through it again, because, like, I don't know, I've gotten a couple, like, people that are, like, I don't know, they feel like my reviews aren't, like, that much, so I'm gonna try and be a little more thorough. But, okay, so let's go. First of all, I mentioned near the beginning, and I'm like, oh, a bunch of people told me, like, when Buffy's hair is, like, curly like this, she's not herself, and I literally was like, kind of like the beginning, but I don't know, and it's literally, like, the same kind of thing. I love it. But, so I do like how that's kind of like a trope for Buffy. It's so cute. So, I just liked... Okay, so this is also, I think, I just loved Anya in this episode, and Tara, and just all of them. Even fucking Giles, please, that scene with Giles, when they walk in and you see him singing, please, 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 that was so fucking good, and I love how they switch the angle, and then they show Willow, and I'm pretty sure I had, like, the same face as Willow in that moment, because that was just so good. Oh my god, I just loved it so much. Loved it. But, okay, so let's talk about, like, the poltergeist kind of thing that was happening. So I'm still kind of confused. Like, okay, so, like, the children was what was fueling it. Like, they're just repressed sexual tension and all that stuff that they've had when they were there. So, like, that was, I guess, Buffy and Riley, I guess at the beginning of this episode weren't affected, but then later on, I guess they were just, like, fueled more by the energy, I guess, and they brought them about. And then I don't know what the fuck was happening with, like, the wall that you just put your hand on. Okay. Get it, I guess. But then, like, you had, like, Tara and Willow, where, like, Willow, like, put her hand on Tara's leg, and then she's like, this is wrong, or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck? And then he also had, I forget his name, one of the initiative guys that's friends with Riley. He was like, you must follow God's way, da 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 da. And I'm like, what? So, I'm confused. Maybe, like, some of the energy from the children was also, like, just, like, the teachings that, like, were taught to them. I don't know. I just really enjoyed this episode. And I don't know, like, I think they touched on the subject of it nicely. And it wasn't, like, super, like... I didn't see it as heavy-handed. I could see how some people could see this as heavy-handed, but I just didn't. It was just, like, I felt like they just did it very nicely. And also just, maybe it's because I didn't know what the fuck was happening, so, like, getting to find out all the stuff that was happening was really entertaining to me. But maybe if you take that out, then you wouldn't like this episode as much. So I can understand that. But just the camera work in this episode, I think it's David Solomon. This man knows how to direct a fucking episode. Holy shit. It was so good. And, like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I think I said it while I was watching, but when they were with that lady that was, like, the head of the, like, place for the kids, it was, like, at first I was like, oh, this cute little lady, she, like, took in all these kids, acted as a mother towards them, but then as soon as it started to get a little fishy, it started zooming in on the lady, and it's just, like, it was like as if like the facade was quickly just diminishing and like going away, and you were getting closer into her and finding out her true intentions and like what she truly did. It was just so good. I love it. I love it so much. And it also happened with Giles. When he was first talking to her about like all that stuff, it was Giles, Anya, and Xander. And then as soon as he started getting a little more into it, it switched to just Giles, like a shot of just Giles. And so good. It's so good. My God. And then the shot of fucking Buffy and Riley. It's so good. I just I just love this episode. And like, I don't know. I don't know. Let's talk about Anya and Xander, because they had a thing at the beginning of this episode which I think is kind of relatable. I love Anya so much, but like sometimes it's just like, okay, why'd you have to call me out like that, Anya? Like, I don't know. It was just so like, because like, have you ever like been with someone that's like, it's mainly physical, and then as soon as something physical doesn't happen, you're like, oh God, they hate me. Oh God, they're gonna break up with me. Like, I've been through that a couple times, and it's like literally like so like your brain literally is like just conditioned to be like, okay, when we do this, I know he likes me, you know? And it's just like this whole thing. But like, so I don't know, I just enjoyed seeing that. And I do wish Xander, I mean, I guess Xander's just not the kind of guy to be like super verbal with like how he's feeling, I guess, about Anya. But I feel like Xander could have, you know, said a couple more things, be like, no, you know, I just wasn't in the mood last night, but I still love you, you know, it's just anything. But, that was, I don't know, I just liked that part. And like I said at the beginning of this episode, I've been wanting Anya, because like in the last episode, I got Anya, and I'm like, bruh, I love her so much. So like I've been wanting more of her. So then to get to see Anya and Xander, because like they've been in the background, so like we know that they've been dating for a while, but we haven't really seen a whole lot of them since, like, we did near the beginning, I think. But recently they've just been like kind of in the background, and I just loved getting more of them in this episode. And just, they're just so unique, and I just love how they are. And it's so different than what I am used to, I guess, in like TV with like how they are. And I just love Anya so much. Oh my God. And yeah, what was that, like the only thing that they were like fighting about? Like, I think so, because like Anya's always like that. She's always like, she jumps the gun on anything, and she's just like, well, time to avenge my, or like, she's like, oh, time for vengeance. I'm like, okay, you can chill, just a tiny bit, chill, hold it back a little bit. Like, thank God she doesn't have her demon powers. Probably turns Xander into a shrimp or something. Like, be like, okay, chill. Loved it. And then we also have Willow and Tara in this episode. And listen. Are they together, or what's happening? Are they like flirting? Are they like dating? What's happening? Did they say yet if they're like official or anything? Like, I don't think they've said anything. I don't know. Right now, all I've really seen is like a little subtle stuff. But then this episode, it was like, oh, with like the whole thing that happened with Tara, and like the poltergeist kind of like got over her. I hope they make it a little more explicit in like their relationship, and like they do state it in the show, because right now I'm like, I swear to fucking God, if they try and pull a bestie type shit, I'm gonna be pissed. But I don't think they will. I feel like they're going to be together, but it's like, I don't know. Listen, you guys already know I've been hurt before with gay couples. I don't need to be hurt again. But yeah, I just love Willow and Tara so fucking much. And like the fact that like, again, when they first met, Tara had such a stutter, but she literally doesn't stutter at all when she's with Willow. I want to cry. Yeah, so, oh, another thing I wanted to mention about Xander and Anya, I did like at the end when they were like still kind of fighting, they were only able to like overcome the poltergeist and like get to Buffy and Riley once they started working together, like when they were going through like the whole like tree thing, which I thought was so cute. I love these characters so much. What else? Oh, we got Spike in this episode too, which was interesting. They did mention Drew. I'm just saying. I am just saying. Can Drusilla please come back? Please. I swear to God, if she never comes back, I'm going to be so pissed off. Because we literally haven't seen her since season 2. Bro. Please. Just, Come on. Oh my god. It'd be so nice. Anyways, Spike in this episode, I really like, because I mentioned in the episode, I love how Spike keeps going and like talking with like these characters that you wouldn't expect him to be interacting with. And he's able to just get things out of people that normally they wouldn't be talking about. Like, I mean, Anya would be talking about like that kind of stuff with anyone. But I like how Spike, he doesn't take any bullshit, and he just like, he's able to read people so well, and I fucking love it so much. Mwah. So good. But yeah, it's just so like, even when they saw Xander and Anya at the party, and I forget what Xander said, but he's like, shoot. He was like, oh, I'm gonna fight you, Spike. And Spike's like, oh, really? You're gonna act like this, but no follow through on like actually like going after Anya and stuff like that? Like, so I don't know. I hope they kind of resolve that, because like I feel like this has been an issue with Xander and Anya for a while. Like, Anya just wants Xander to be completely upfront, because I mean, I think that's just in Anya's nature to just be put all of her thoughts and all of her feelings on the table and just be like, this is how I'm feeling. What do you feel? And Xander, I feel, is just so, not repressed, but like he just doesn't talk about his feelings that much in like a verbal sense, and you know, with communication and everything. So I do hope Xander shows Anya a little more about how he cares for her, because I just think that's what Anya needs in a relationship. So Xander, come on, buddy. Use your words. You got this, buddy. Yeah, even like Anya's like reluctance to work with the initiative, just because, you know, she's an ex-demon, so she doesn't know what is gonna happen if they find out. So even then, like, Xander just doesn't care about it. He's like, they don't know. It's fine. And, you know, he doesn't really take into account, like, how she's feeling a lot of the times. And, like, he feels like, it, like, he always acts as if it's, like, a nuisance of whatever she's feeling. And I'm like, buddy, not to be a girl, but I'm on your side, you know? I'm always on the girl side, okay? That's just how I am. But, yeah, I haven't talked much about Buffy and Riley, but, yeah, this episode, we didn't get to see much of them, honestly. Because they were just going at it. But, yeah. I don't know. It's definitely like, I don't know. I feel like how long have they been dating? I don't feel like it's been that long. So, like, it's definitely still just the honeymoon phase. And they're just, you know, just so, like, infatuated with each other. So but I do like, in the beginning, when they were, like, fighting together, I love how they're, like, do you guys remember at the beginning of, like, when Riley was trying to get with Buffy, and Buffy was so, like, against it because, like, their lives are too similar and like things like that, and she didn't want another person that was like in the lifestyle, and now like they're please, I love them so much. And listen, I know people don't like Riley that much, but just let me have this moment. I'm just happy for Buffy, okay? That's all I care about. Buffy's happy, I'm happy. She's so cute. Oh my god. But, it was so funny at the end. Literally, they had no idea anything was happening outside. These two. Oh, and then, like, the initiative, like, those two guys that are friends with Riley, they, like, went to the initiative downstairs, and then they did something after the whole earthquake thing happened. But then they never followed up on that. I wonder what happened with that. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's just to show that they were, like, working on it, but, like, obviously, Xander and Anya were there to rescue them, so, like, whatever. Anything else? I mean, Tara and Willow did some little witchy stuff. Love that for them. Love my witch bitches. They're so cute. So, yeah, again about Tara and Willow. Don't know. But I do love them so much. I love them with all of my heart. Literally, when I saw Tara in that one scene near the beginning, and she just, like, in all of the scenes now, like, she's, like, a part of the Screaming Gang, and I love her so much. Listen. I just am so happy that, like, the Screaming Gang is, like, expanding from, like, at the beginning of season 1, we had, like, Xander, Willow, and Buffy. And that was really it. I mean, Cordy was also in there sometimes, kind of. And now we have Buffy, we got Willow, we got Xander, we got Anya, we got Tara, Riley sometimes too. I love it. Also Spike sometimes. Like, bruh. This is so cute, and I love them so much. Okay, so, anyways. With the watch list, the next episode that I will be watching is Buffy episode 19. So, I'm very excited. And then after that, I watched 2 Angel episodes. And then I'm in the home stretch for the rest of the season. I watched 3 episodes back to back for Buffy, and then 3 episodes back to back for Angel to finish off each season. I am so excited. So, like, this is like the last chunk before the last chunk. Dude, I am so excited! So, again, in all, with this episode, I don't know. I just feel like the theme of, like, that kind of stuff with, like, I don't know. Because I was also, like, I'm in this class right now about psychopathology. And there was a case study where this woman developed OCD because her mother was so authoritative and, like, she had so many rules, and she would also go to church, and the church had so many rules that they had to do with, like, confessions and things like that. And she developed OCD where she felt like she had to do these rituals to make sure that she wouldn't wind up in hell, or, like, you know, she would have to do these things to make sure that her children were safe from, you know, the devil, basically. And it's just so, like when it gets to that point, it's just so heart-wrenching to see. Like, obviously religion is wonderful. If you have faith in something, it is so great. But, like, when it gets to that point, it's just so heartbreaking to see. Like, even in this episode, like, oh my god, like, this woman used her religion as a reason to, like, torture these kids and, like, put her beliefs into these children. And it's just, oh my god. But, so, like, personally, I liked how they talked about it. Like, maybe it's a touchy subject and people don't like talking about it, and that's why it has such a low rating. But, like, I don't know. I just feel like they did it well. And also, like, just this episode in general, I just loved how the progression of, like, introducing the topics of, like, just like sex in a relationship, and you know, the different types of viewpoints with like Anya and Xander, and then we got Buffy and Riley, and I don't know, like, I think it's a good topic, and like, besides the point that I just made about religion, I don't think they said too much about, like, I don't think they had like too big of a stance on like the whole thing. I just think they gave the topic to the characters, and they showed how the characters are reacting to that kind of situation, like with Xander and Anya, and like their sex in their relationship, and then Buffy and Riley as well. And yeah, I don't know. It was just, I don't know, guys. I just really enjoyed it. I do understand the, you know, non-appeal of the house where you put your hand up against the wall and not. So I understand, but listen, I really like it. Listen, sue me, I like it. I do feel, I don't know, like, I was watching it and I was like, dude, I think it's also the horror elements that they added in, like, director-wise and things like that, from the cinematography. Like, the scene where he walks into the bathroom near the beginning of the episode, come the fuck on. That was so good. I just love suspense, and I love horror, so, like, obviously, that's, like, my thing. So, like, perhaps that's also another reason I just loved seeing that in this episode. But yeah, I think I covered everything that needed to be covered in this episode. Did it set up anything? It didn't really set up anything. Oh, wait. It did set up Adam with near the beginning, because the vampires and demons are working together now, which is quite interesting. Did we know that before? I don't think we did. But now they're like working together. Like all of the different types of monsters are working together with Adam. So that's actually pretty interesting. Maybe Adam's like forming like a revolution of like all these monsters against the humans, you know? That could be very interesting. You know? So that was a good setup for maybe next episode, maybe the end of the season. Not sure. But again, like I already told you guys, Adam's like, you know, he's, I'm just not that into him, but, I'm not gonna, you know, write him off. I'm gonna see what they do with him, and hopefully they can make it really cool and interesting. But yeah, again, that is all I have to say for this episode. So, thank you to my beautiful patrons over on Patreon, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!